How are you?
Hello.
Good, thank you.
Good. I loved your characters because I feel like your characters spoke a lot of truth. If it's okay, we can start with you, Alan. You said one of my favorite lines, which was, "The wound of some hearts aren't always visible to the natural light," which that's 110% truth about everyone, right?
Yes. I mean, I think this script is so beautiful and so well written because has amazing lines like that are so relevant, but also it's a beautiful thing to say. There's so many sort of little phrases like that. And the whole notion of this idea of making yourself, being broken and coming back to being whole again actually makes you more beautiful. I really loved that. And I think the tone of the film, what Katie's done as a director and a writer, is that you're able to hear things like that, beautiful phrases like that don't sort of stand out and they're not clunky. They're just actually a part of the narrative. And I mean, I really like this film for many reasons, but one of them is, yes, because it's full of great lines like that.
And Derek, you do too, because you play a character who knows so much about the world and all this art. And you give us a little lesson about art, that art is honest. Art is
Yes. The just acting class of life. My life or my acting journey was about being honest. I remember the first direction I ever got, actually from Mr. Washington, and I was trying to pursue and portray the character in a certain way, and he just pulled me aside and gave me one note, and he referred to a place in the city where I'm from, and they call it Brick City, and he said to me, "Take it to the bricks." And once he said that to me, he shattered all concepts I had of what it meant to be an actor. He was telling me, use your voice and be authentic. And I think when Shaw, in his travels, he realized being authentic and being around authentic people is really what art is about.
That's great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the first time you said that to me.
Try to compliment you more.
Yeah, this is Alan, man. You get a compliment from Alan. Sure.
That's amazing. I love that.
I have a feeling working together, it just felt like you guys were hanging out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're professionals, but it was a very easy set. It was, it was all, and for me, it was like just around the corner from where I lived. I got to walk home from work. I felt like, it's so funny. Like, I think that actors sometimes crave routine and normality because our lives are so crazy a lot of the times. So the idea that I could walk home, I felt, it's like I'm working in an office, and I loved that part of it. But yeah, it was and then in the antique shop, I thought the sets were really beautiful, and it felt there was always interesting things to look at, and yeah, everyone was just sort of hanging around.
So it was like Benita said, that it was like traveling into another time when there.
Well said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. And I thought that we were just so lucky that shop was available, where it was, and it's on Lafayette Street, and it's such a great location, and also just really a beautiful space, and the production design was amazing. All that art. You went over by is it still there? What's in?
Yeah, it's empty, and I was just looking. Sorry,
It's an empty shop now. It's such a waste.
No worries, no worries. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate it. And I said I loved your characters of lots of knowledge because we need some of those.
Thank you.
Thank you.